In this lecture, I am going to brief you about different essay types. The very first type of essay is opinion essay. In opinion essay, they ask you your opinion on something. For example, we have this topic, job satisfaction. The statement is, job satisfaction is much more important than salary. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So this is a statement for us. Now you have to either say yes or no. You cannot say that I partially agree with this statement and partially disagree. You cannot do like that. If you are partially agreeing or disagreeing, it means you are not answering or you are not writing opinion essay. It means you are writing discussion essay. So you won't be getting good score. So this is very important. Okay. So coming on to prompts. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? What do you think? Or what is your opinion? Then do you agree? So these are the simple prompts. Main thing is they are asking your opinion and you have to state your opinion very clearly. You cannot say I agree with this or I do not agree with this. You cannot do like that in different paragraphs. Okay. The second type is discussion essay. In discussion essay, they ask you to discuss both viewpoints. For example, you have the same topic, job satisfaction, and here they have added just one sentence, that is, however, some opine otherwise. So the first view is that job satisfaction is important than salary. Second one is no, salary is important. So discuss both points of view. So what you would be doing in this essay, you would be discussing about satisfaction in second paragraph and salary in third paragraph. So because these two are the viewpoints and that's what they are asking you to do, discuss both points of view. Okay, now coming on to prompts, you may get something like this, discuss both views and give your opinion, or discuss both points of view and give your opinion. So these are the prompts. Discussion essay and opinion essay are kind of difficult, I would say. Rest other types are easy. And why they are difficult? Because students sometimes are not able to identify whether they are asking opinion or they are asking to discuss both views. That's a problem. Let me explain in detail. So you have the same statement on opinion essay, like job satisfaction is important than salary. Do you agree or disagree? And here they have discussed about both. Satisfaction is important and some opine otherwise. Discuss both points of view. Discuss both points of view. Now what you would be writing in discussion essay? Introduction, then paragraph number 2 satisfaction, paragraph number 3 salary. Why? Because this is a requirement of your essay that discuss both points of view. Now imagine if you are doing same thing in opinion essay. Instead of saying yes or no, you are partially agreeing, like I agree with job satisfaction statement that it is more important. Okay, in paragraph 2 you are saying I agree with this statement, and in paragraph 3 you are saying no, I disagree, salary is more important. So it means like you are writing discussion essay. They are giving you opinion essay and you are writing discussion essay. So what will happen? You won't be able to score 79 plus. Keep this thing in mind. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now let's jump on to our third type, that is cause and effect. In cause and effect, they are going to state a particular issue or problem and then they will say discuss its cause and effect or discuss causes and effects of whatever problem is. For example, you have topic related to health. Today more people are overweight than ever before. What in your opinion are the primary causes of this? What are the main effects of this epidemic? So you are going to write introduction then paragraph number 2 causes, then paragraph number 3 effects, and finally conclusion. So this is the structure. And about the prompts, you may get something like this: discuss the causes and effects of this disturbing trend. They will discuss, they will state some problem. Okay, the first or the essay statement would be about a problem, then they will give the statement. Then what are the causes and effects of whatever xyz, like air pollution, global warming, overpopulation. Okay, then you have what in your opinion are the primary causes of this, what are the main effects of this epidemic. Okay, this is your third type, cause and effect. In the same way, you have problem and solution essay. So instead of causes and effects, you are discussing problems and solutions. Structure is same. Okay, what problem does this cause? What can be done to deal with this situation? They will discuss the problem in the start, then they will give you this prompt. Introduction, problems, solutions, and conclusion. Okay, and about the prompts, what are the problems and how they can be solved? What problems are caused by this? What solution would you recommend? What problems arise from this situation? What measures can be taken to deal with it? So you have these three essay prompts. They may give you statement in some other way. So be very careful. Always read statement carefully, like whether they are asking causes and solutions or problems and solutions, or causes and effects or problems and effects. Sometimes they may ask you all three: causes, problems, and solutions. Okay. Now coming on to fifth type, that is advantage and disadvantage essay. Example: it is becoming increasingly popular to have a year off between finishing school and going to university. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this? Very simple statement. They may directly ask you something like, what are the advantages and disadvantages of tourism? Okay, they may not give you any statement, they may directly ask you like this: what are the advantages and disadvantages of, let's say, opening more sports centers? What are the advantages and disadvantages of space exploration or global warming? Okay, now coming on to prompts, the simple one I have already discussed. Second one, do the advantages outweigh disadvantages? So you may get some statement like this also. They may discuss, they may give a statement, then they will say whether its advantages outweigh disadvantages or not. And sometimes they may ask you both: what are the advantages and whether those advantages, well, not those, and whether advantages outweigh disadvantages or not. So you may get statement like this also. So this particular third prompt is about your opinion. What do you think? Whether those advantages outweigh disadvantages or not. So you have to write your opinion in the introduction also. In cause and effect, we do not write opinion. In problem and solution, we do not write opinion. But here, if you are getting this particular statement, then you have to state your opinion very clearly in the introduction, and you need to discuss same thing in the conclusion also. The sixth and final type is double question or triple question essay. Some teachers call this one as direct question essay or two-part or three-part question essay. For example, you have this statement, a very simple one: news plays an important part of most people's life. Why is news so important to people? First question. Why so much news is dedicated to bad news? Second question. And the third one, should the good news or should the news focus on good news instead? This is the third question. So you have to answer all these questions in your essay. If you are not answering, you won't be getting good score because you are not fulfilling the main criteria. Okay. So keep this in mind, you have to answer all the questions. Second example, most people agree that money cannot be happiness. Why is happiness difficult to define? First question. How can people achieve happiness? Second question. Okay, so it's not like that you will get a long statement. You may get something simple like this also. Most people agree that money cannot bring happiness. Money cannot buy happiness. Why it is difficult to define and how people can achieve happiness. So this is what, this is your double question or triple question essay. So always read statements carefully and then start your essay. So that's all about this lecture. Now jump on to the next lecture where you would be learning about brainstorming. What are the points you should think before writing essay? All those points I am discussing in the next lecture. That's all guys. Thank you very much.